Your ketchup is missing this one thing, and I promise you'll never want to buy from the store again. In this video, I'll show you how to take your normal ketchup and take it to the next level. What is that one step to change your ketchup into something magical? It's fermentation. First, I'll show you how to make ketchup. Then, I'll show you how easy it is to ferment it. And finally, I'll give you some ideas on how to make it your own. Let's be honest, ketchup is one of those things that everyone loves or loves to hate. With this one trick, you can elevate any of your favorite ketchup recipes, and I'll show you how. Let's catch up on ketchup. Ever since living out here in Thailand, I have had limited access to good condiments. What we do have here is super sweet, super processed, run-of-the-mill ketchups. Sometimes they just give you the wrong thing. For the 100th time, chili sauce is not ketchup. You see, I've been experimenting with home food production for years, brewing, curing meats, and making my own hot sauces. I started a small local hot sauce business that I hope to turn into a full-time thing. But that's a story for another time. Back to the ketchup. The first thing you need to do is follow your favorite ketchup recipe. If you are following your favorite recipe, do these two things first. A, do not add any salt. Save that salt for the fermentation part. And B, you will need a fermentation starter. So, if your recipe uses fresh tomatoes, like mine will, set 1/4 of a cup of the combined ingredients aside before it is cooked down or reduced. You need to make sure that it is not cooked, that way you can have access to the live yeast cultures. If you are using 100% canned tomatoes, which is perfectly fine, then you can use activated kombucha or whey from yogurt with live culture in it. Don't worry, your ketchup will not taste like kombucha or yogurt. You might be saying, but I don't have a favorite recipe. No worries. This is how I make my normal ketchup. First, you'll need the base ingredients: tomatoes or tomato paste and water, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. I don't have Worcestershire sauce here, so we use a combination of fish sauce, soy sauce, and oyster sauce. You'll need apple cider vinegar, brown sugar or honey, and then the spices of your choice. Then at the end, you'll add some bay leaf to it. So, how do I make it? Well, first, excluding the bay leaf, use a blender to combine all the other ingredients. Remember, do not add salt to your favorite recipe yet, and set some aside as your starter. Then second, add a whole bay leaf and boil the liquid down until the sauce has halved. Let it cool to room temperature. Add your starter that you set aside earlier to the new mix. Now that is the base recipe. Once you've made your favorite recipe, it is time to ferment. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more fermentation tools and tips. Back to the ketchup. To ferment, you'll need a few things. Some sanitizer. This is to keep everything clean. You'll also need a scale to measure your liquid. Now, you'll need some salt. It can be any variety of salt that you want, as long as there's no preservatives in it that keeps the salt from clumping. So sea salt tends to be good, rock salt as well. You'll also need fermentation jars. So the directions for fermenting, super simple. First, please sanitize everything. Fermentation is all about keeping the good microbes happy and keeping the bad ones away. Get the weight of your sauce and multiply the weight by 0.02. This is how much salt you need to add to the sauce. Mix the salt into the sauce, and then pour it into your fermentation jar and let it sit at room temperature for 3 to 5 days. You are ready to bottle the sauce. Before you do that, I highly recommend passing it one more time through the blender, and then passing that liquid through a sieve. Don't throw away the leftover. Use that for the next sauce that you're going to make, a barbecue sauce. I will show you how to make that here. Now, let's talk about how to make this your own. To do this, we need to know a little about the history of ketchup. You see, ketchup is a couple thousand years old actually. It originates in China as a fermented fish sauce to preserve fish. It took other forms as well, and by the 18th century, ketchup in Britain was made from mushrooms, anchovies, walnuts, or oysters. Then, when ketchup made it across the pond to the Americas, ketchup became the tomato-based product that we know today. And from there, it took over the world in this new form. With such a variety of tastes in its origins, it is a surprise that there is not more variation in ketchup offerings. So here, when tomato is in season, I use half fresh tomatoes and half tomato paste without the water. This gives me the color that I want in that ketchup. I also use different varieties of tomato to make the flavors more rounded. So feel free to combine different varieties in your sauce. The final secret to making ketchup uniquely yours is the spice mix. So the additional flavors that I add to my ketchup are cloves, garlic, onion, black pepper, white pepper, Szechuan pepper, cumin, allspice, and chili pepper. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos on fermentation. And follow our journey with the crying elephant.